Hi everyone. Um, this is just gonna be a really casual video. I don't have anything specific, that I want to share, really. I just thought I'd hang out and talk a little bit. Basically, just talk to myself, really. I don't know, I feel like I like YouTube because it's kind of like a diary, almost in a way. Because you can look back on, videos that you made in the beginning and see if you still have the same mindset or if you still think the same way about whatever you were talking about. And I used to journal a lot, but I haven't been lately, and I really should start doing that again. Have my coffee. Yeah. I'm feeling very restless lately. But it's like all the things that I used to kind of fill my time with, or the things I used to be more interested in, I'm kind of not as drawn to those things anymore. So I feel like I'm having a bit of like an identity crisis or something. I don't know, because if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, so for example, I wanted to start rock climbing again, right? But I didn't really feel like going to the gym by myself, and the only other person that I would usually go with isn't available to go with me anymore, and that's a long story. And then, no offense to if anyone sees this who I've gone rock climbing with before, but when I go with other females, usually they get bored within 10-15 minutes, or maybe they're just not as experienced as I am, kind of. Not that I'm the best rock climber ever, I'm not a fucking professional, but I'd say I'm decent at it, because for a while there, I did it for I think it was 6 months straight or something like that. Yeah, so when I bring other girls, either they get scared, or they get bored, or they get tired pretty quickly. And so of course the other option is to go with a guy, right? And the problem is, though, if you want to meet, if you go up to a guy and ask for his number or something, he's gonna assume that you're interested in him in a romantic way, or you're interested in having sex with him, basically. And I'm really not, I'm not interested in that. If I'm going up to some guy to talk to him, it's probably because I want someone to do this kind of stuff with me. But they're gonna get the wrong idea, and then it's gonna be awkward, and then it's just gonna be me basically leading someone on, and then you guys get the picture. I don't know, I know what I want, but I know that's very difficult to find, and so it's anyone who isn't I'm not romantically interested in, I'm just gonna want to be friends with. But guys typically don't want to just be your friend. So obviously there's exceptions to that. I don't know, I know that there's guys out there that will actually take time to get to know you, and not be putting any expectations on you in terms of like getting into a relationship or having sex or something like that, but that's pretty rare. You know, guys are not generally that patient with those kind of things, but I guess, you know, those are kind of the wrong kind of guys, right? But anyways, the whole point is that, like, I literally just wanted a friend to go rock climbing with, or like, you know, do more athletic type of things with. But now that I don't have like a job anymore, and I feel like once you're an adult, if you don't go to school, like the only place you really meet people is through your work, you know. And like I used to have some really good coworkers, like, who potentially could have been good friends. But then again, I have no idea. I don't know how they felt about me, and honestly, I don't really want to know. Anyways, yeah, but I mean, I guess the solution is to just go by yourself. But you know, it's not as fun. And then also with rock climbing, you need someone to like hold the rope. And if you don't have someone to hold the rope for you, you have to wait till like an instructor or something can help you out. And it's like, I don't want to be fucking high maintenance like that. Yeah, so right now, just fucking chilling by myself, and honestly, it's awesome. I don't have that that much energy to, you know, be social usually. Yeah, I think that's why I like YouTube, because I can just come on here and just rant, and, you know, like, without actually talking to a real person. I don't know, I make it sound like I dislike people or something, but that's not the case. It's like, I wish I had unlimited energy just to like hang out with everyone and help everyone, but my body just rejects that. Like, literally, my roommate knows when I've like drained myself kind of like during the day, because when I get home, if I've, you know, gone out and like hung out with anyone or anything, I'd take like the longest shower. Like, I'll sit in there for like an hour because I just feel like I have to like cleanse myself or something. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know, I've always been like, the way I've been literally my entire life since I was a little kid is, like when I was in elementary school, I had one friend, and I would go over to her house every single day. We'd like use an Easy Bake Oven and like do all these like arts and crafts, make bracelets for each other, like walk to the park, play on the swings. Yeah, I remember she had a water bed and she like covered it in all these Beanie Babies. But yeah, she was like my best friend, and I don't know, I might have had like one or two other friends, but like not that I would hang out with regularly. So that was in elementary school, and then fast forward to high school, same thing, had a best friend that I would hang out with basically every single day. Like, I don't know, my favorite kind of friendships are the ones where you don't need to like plan anything, and you could literally just sit on your ass all day and still like have a good time, I guess. And so yeah, because I was living in Washington at the time, and so there's really not much to do there because it's raining all the time. You know, there's like beautiful places to go outside, but because it's raining, like, you don't want to be cold and wet, so you just stay inside. And so yeah, we would just fucking sit, watch movies all day, talk. I don't even know what we did, honestly, but we kept ourselves entertained somehow. But yeah, so I had her, my best friend, and then I had one other friend. And you know, that was it. Like, I would go to school, come home, hang out with them, or go to the gym, and kind of did that every day. Was never really interested in like making more friends, I guess. Like, I was very satisfied with that amount of interaction, you know. I think it just takes me like a really, really long time to get like super comfortable with someone. And with some people, even, I don't know, it's just like I just know pretty quickly if I'm gonna be like comfortable with someone or not. And it's not like, yeah, I don't know. Basically, I just prefer having like one or two really good friends. And right now, the person I'm living with, she's kind of like fulfilling that role as like my friend. Like, I feel bad sometimes. I feel like I follow her everywhere. Like, it's funny, like she'll literally just be going to the grocery store, and because I've been like so, you know, since I have no schedule and I don't have that much to do in a day, I'll literally just go with her on her errands and whatnot. Yeah, but I've always been that way, so I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm so fucking itchy right now. I realize that, like, in the winter time, it's like torture for me to shave my legs because, I don't know, when you have like goosebumps and your hair grows back, it fucking itches so bad. And like, I have like thick hair, so it fucking hurts. So, most likely just gonna be like hairy for the rest of the winter time. But you know, I don't have a boyfriend, so, and there's no one here for me to impress, so I don't really care. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest too, I haven't been making like more serious videos on here because I've just been feeling like, I don't know, like I feel like I myself am trying to implement a lot of the things that I want to teach to other people, you know, to help them live a good life and be happy and all this, and I feel like I myself am struggling a lot with these things right now, and so I don't really feel like I'm in a place to give that much advice. Yeah, I was watching someone, I think it was yesterday, and they were saying like, if you're in a rut, the best thing to do is literally just do, it's like they're talking about progressive overload. Like, I don't know if any of you guys like lift weights, but that's like a common term for weightlifting. Like, you go to the gym and every time you add more weight, so you can get stronger, you know. And so he was applying that to just regular life and saying, you know, like, if you're in a rut and you've been lazy and you're sitting around playing video games all day and like, you know, eating only junk food and just like wallowing in like your problems or whatever, you know, he's like, don't try to fucking fix it all at once. Like, add small little things every day that you do that are more productive, and then over time, you know, you're like organically growing that lifestyle and bringing it back. Because I know, like, I feel like most of us, we go through like phases where we're doing really well and we're really productive and we're eating healthy and, you know, we're like working towards all of our goals and we have a clear vision for ourselves and all of that, and then something happens and you just kind of like I don't know why this happens. I want to research more about this because I've noticed this not just in myself but in a lot of people, that you have too strict of like a not too strict of a schedule, but like for me at least, if I like literally if I go for 2-3 weeks being very productive and having like things that I'm doing every single day, eating perfectly healthy, like, you know, doing fucking awesome, every single time I fall off and I go the complete opposite direction, and then that lasts for a few weeks, and then I somehow pull myself out of it and come back to the other side, and it's like, fuck, like, just need to find like a balance in the middle. And I mean, everyone can relate to that, I'm sure. Like, balance is so hard to find in life, and like, I tend to be kind of extreme with things, so it's like very difficult for me. Like, if people saw the way I eat now, they wouldn't believe that, like, or how healthy I ate when I was younger. Like, I used to be so fucking strict about my diet, and then I don't know what happened, and it just, I really do not pay that much attention anymore to the quality of the food I'm eating, or how many calories I'm eating, or like, you know, the macronutrients or the micronutrients or all that kind of stuff. Like, I just stopped caring, and honestly I still don't know why. But yeah, so like, I don't know, I feel like what this would look like, it's like if you're eating super unhealthy, it's like maybe just don't change your whole diet, just like the next day go buy like a juice, or go buy like a piece of fruit, or like literally anything healthy, and just eat that one thing, and then every day just try to like add. I guess I feel like that's the key, especially to diet. Like, don't try to tell yourself like, oh, you can't eat this and you can never have this again. Like, just add, like, overcrowd your diet with the healthy food, so that, you know, you kind of push out the unhealthy food, because you're gonna be full on like whatever it is that you're eating that's healthy, and you're not even gonna have space to eat the unhealthy food. You know what I mean? And funny enough, it's like healthy food tends to fill you up faster with fewer calories, because it's like, what am I trying to say? Like, it takes up more room in your stomach. This sounds so like unscientific, I know, I'm sorry. I'm basically just trying to give myself advice right now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go try to get like a juice today. And like, I've noticed when I drink really like green juices, like if I'm honestly gonna go get like, I'm gonna have them like put a shit ton of kale and like parsley and celery and like everything that doesn't taste good to me right now. I'm gonna put that in there, and what happens, I think, is, especially like juicing, when I have that, like if I consistently drink this, the other food I eat starts tasting different, I guess, like less appealing, like the more I get used to like the really healthy tasting flavors. Like, if I can get used to the taste of kale, like just straight kale juice, like, fast food is not gonna taste good anymore. Like, I can't really explain it. Like, you guys just have to try it for yourselves. But I really wanna buy a juicer. But I don't know. I'm like trying to be wise with my money right now, because I'm not sure, you know, what the next few months is gonna look like. And to be honest with you, what I think is gonna happen is, I think we're gonna have a month of just like, you know, just everyone celebrating the holidays and all that. And then I think once Biden officially gets into the office, I think the lockdown measures are probably gonna get stricter, because he supports stricter lockdowns, I think, than Trump was in support of. And so, you know, I think what's gonna happen is a lot of jobs that might be available right now, like, might not be available next year at the beginning of the year. And then I also don't know if like financial aid, like, I don't know if they're gonna continue providing unemployment benefits and more money to people who are not working. And if they don't do that, and then a lot of jobs basically get canceled because only, like, let's say big grocery stores and, like, you know, just like the really big companies can stay open, then it's going to be incredibly hard to get a job at that point. And so, you know, I'm trying to be a little bit wise with my money, because like, I don't want to be in a really bad position where I can't get a job, and then I also don't have any money coming in from anywhere else. Like, I'm not really, like, I'm not worried about it, you know, because I have people that would help me if, like, the worst scenario happens. But yeah, I think things will definitely get interesting in the upcoming year. Well, yeah, I mean, I like to not try to think too far ahead, you know, because that, like, I feel like a few months ago, when I was probably going through, like, the hardest part of this year, which this year has just been, like, fucking rough the whole way through. It's also been great because I've learned a lot, but it also was just fucking awful at points. But, like, kind of in the worst part of it, I was researching way too much and investing way too much of, like, my mental on, like, the future and what I thought was gonna happen and how, like, things were gonna fall apart and how, like, I needed to get away because, you know, California's so crowded, and I was scared, like, people were gonna start getting violent over things. Like, I was just thinking way too far ahead. And it was making me, like, so anxious and so, like, depressed. And yeah, that it's like, I'm sure we all have a lot of anxiety right now about the future, but it's like, okay, let's say something horrible does happen. Like, do you want to have to live that scenario twice? Like, once now, just thinking about it, and then once when it actually happens? Or do you want to just have, like, a good time now when there's not an actual problem and be happy and be content? And then if something does come along that's scary and actually is, you know, threatening your health or your living situation or whatever, it's like, deal with it when it is actually happening so that, you know, like, I know it's easier said than done, but it's like, why make yourself miserable now? It's like, if there's not a problem in this exact moment, it's like, just be grateful for that, and, you know, if shit does hit the fan in the future, like, I sincerely have faith in people that, you know, they'll choose to support each other and help each other if anything crazy did happen, you know, because I feel like I'm talking like I really think something really bad is gonna happen, and I have no idea, but I'm just ranting, you know. But, like, yeah, I feel like tragedy or, like, crazy things happening have a tendency to actually pull people a lot closer together, and we forget all the ways in which we think we're different, you know? We're basically all the same, we just look different. Even your personality, like, your personality is not set in stone. Like, your personality changes, like, constantly. Like, I'm not fucking anything like I was when I was, like, 18 or 19, you know, and it's not even been that long since then. Oh, it's fucking hot in here. I'm so grateful that the sun is out today, and that I woke up at a pretty reasonable time, because I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but, like, I'll get up at, like, 11, and by the time I get out of the house, it's, like, 2 p.m., and then I go outside and do, like, one thing, and by the time I get home, it's, like, getting dark already, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, why is there only a few hours of daylight? And so I'm trying to get up a little bit earlier so I don't get, like, some kind of seasonal depression going on. Yeah, so I'm really grateful that the sun is out today. I love when it's, like, cold and the air is crisp and the sun is out. Yeah, it reminds me of Washington. It's funny, in Washington, the days it was sunny, it was actually usually even colder than the days when it was raining. Yeah. But I hope you guys are all having a good week, and I really like when you guys comment, so if you want to just add anything to this conversation, you can just comment below. Because honestly, one of the reasons I made this YouTube channel is I love, like, the sense of community that I've found at certain points, like on YouTube. Like, I feel like, you know, when you're sharing ideas that, like, resonate with a lot of people, like, everyone can come together and, like, support each other. Yeah. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. Hopefully I'm feeling more motivated to make, like, an actual, like, structured video soon. Yeah. But I think with any social media platform, it's really easy to start getting caught up in, like, how many people see your posts or your videos, and, like, you know, just getting your ego too much involved with it, where you're, like, planning way too much for something. It's like, I just want shit to, like, flow naturally to me, and if it's not flowing, I'm not gonna put anything out, because I feel like if I'm meant to say something, it's just going to, you know, come to me, and without, like, I want it to come from my heart. I don't want it to come from my mind and, like, planning and, you know, like, trying to get this many subscribers. And I'm not saying it's not good that people have goals for themselves, like, with social media. I'm just saying, like, me in my own, the own way I like to do things, like, I feel inauthentic if I'm trying too hard. So yeah, so I'm just gonna come on here when I feel like I need to say something, or that it's, like, put on my heart or whatever. And I hope that just wish me luck, everyone. Wish me luck that I can, you know, get my act together and start being a little bit healthier. And I don't know, like, I feel like it's weird because I feel like all my habits right now are really bad. Like, my eating, like, I mean, I'm okay with, like, working out. I've been working out, but anything, like, productive isn't, you know, happening that well. But mentally, I feel like I'm doing a lot better than I have done in the past, so that's definitely an achievement. Yeah, because I remember, like I was saying, back when I used to be so strict about my diet, I was probably in one of the worst mental states I had ever been in. I just, like, wasn't on my own side at all, you know? And, like, thank God that I have my own back now, because, man, it's, like, it's a difficult position to be in when you are, like, totally dependent on other people's opinions of you, and you, like, you know, the world is, like, throwing all the shit at you and you aren't even on your own side. Like, that's a fucking rough place to be in. So thank God that I love myself enough now that I, like, you know, I have my own back, I guess you could say. And I started rambling again. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.